Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and primary season 2018 rolled on last night, and an early trend, it continued in full force. So going off what we'd seen a couple of weeks ago in states like West Virginia and Indiana and Ohio, the results were following suit in places like Texas and Georgia, with some of the most notable results coming from the state of Texas in continuing the pattern of seeing conservative candidates doing really well. So anyways, in the state of Texas, when you look at some of the House seats that are available, there was 4 in particular that really stood out. Victories by Chip Roy, Michael Cloud, Ron Wright, and Dan Crenshaw. Now, for those who don't know who those individuals are, Chip Roy, the former chief of staff of Senator Ted Cruz, who has vowed that if he is elected to the House of Representatives, he will immediately join the House Freedom Caucus, the very conservative group there in the House, with both Michael Cloud and Ron Wright. Both of them are widely expected to do the same if they're elected. And Dan Crenshaw has been running a very anti-establishment campaign similar to the one that we had seen leading up to the 2016 elections by President Trump. So the sign that we've been seeing, and like I said, it's happened in a number of states now. I say bravo to those voters, because you know what? You understand it. You get it right. And I hope that as we continue on in this primary season, that there's a lot of other states that follow suit. You see, I think that we can all agree that we've, in the past year and a half, ever since President Trump took office, that we have really noticed the difference now more than ever between conservatives and Republicans. You see, anybody can call themselves a Republican. Anybody can claim, oh yeah, I'm in the Republican Party. I'm going to do Republican things and all that. But far too often, we see people who are just willing to say anything that it takes to get elected. They'll do anything to get themselves in power, get a nice 6-figure salary, and then time and time again, they will disappoint their voters. They will not do what common sense conservatives who sent them to Washington, D.C. want them to do. We end up with absolute rhinos like John McCain and Jeff Flake and Lindsey Graham and Marco Rubio. There's far too many to name, and that's sad because the voters deserve to have their interests heard and the things that they want to be fought for. That is why it is so important to have conservatives. I mean, when I'm talking about these individuals who are saying that they're going to join the Freedom Caucus or believe to, I mean, that right there is exactly what we need. If we could have an entire House made up of Freedom Caucus members, that would be absolutely perfect, because they have proven time and time again that they are the true conservatives, that they actually back up the words that they say on the campaign trail. So any more reinforcements we can send to Mark Meadows, Jim Jordan and company there, we absolutely should do it. I mean, we actually have a president in the White House now who, like we talked about in today's program, it's not just another Republican that will say all these things but then backs down when facing the pressure because, oh, doesn't want the media to say a bunch of mean things about them and just wants to be liked by everybody. Yeah, we don't have that crap anymore. We actually have a president with a backbone who's given our party a backbone, and we should be sending him help in Washington, D.C. to make sure that all the things we voted for in voting President Trump into office, all of the things that we have wanted for so many years that Republicans, so-called Republicans, have promised us and failed on, to make sure they actually get delivered. So just remember, you have a very important job, folks, here in this election season. It is more important than ever. Get out and vote, and make sure you do your homework and vote for the right candidates who will actually have your interests in mind. That's all the time that we have for today, but tune in to the John Muir Show each and every weekday. WTAQ, WSAU, WHBL, at John Muir, WTAQ on both Twitter and Facebook. For now, I'm out.